If you are older and do not ejaculate, do so immediately. Urologist Explains. 1. Dr. Narita. Hello, gentlemen. If you find yourself in the autumn of your years, perhaps past the milestone of 50 or even 60 and beyond, and you've observed a distinct alteration in your intimate experiences, specifically a situation where the full, resonant sensation of pleasure, that powerful moment of climax, arrives, yet without the expected physical manifestation of seminal fluid, then this message is of paramount importance to you. It's possible this occurrence has been a solitary event, a fleeting moment that instantly knotted your stomach with a surge of worry, or it might be a persistent, silent companion, an issue you've discreetly kept to yourself, perhaps burdened by a sense of shame or a quiet apprehension about its implications for your overall health. I am Dr. Narita, a urologist with 12 years of dedicated experience, focusing my practice on the vital health of men across every stage of their lives. Today, I wish to engage with you in a conversation that is both serious in its subject matter and profoundly supportive in its intent. First and foremost, and this cannot be overstated, I want you to internalize this understanding. I genuinely comprehend your concern. The change you are noticing within your body is absolutely not an indication that your masculinity has somehow expired, nor that the chapter of your intimate life has definitively closed. Please, consider it from this perspective. It is not a failing. Rather, it is a detailed and important message your body is communicating to you. A message that simply requires careful decoding. I urge you to stay with me for the next few minutes as we embark on an exploration of the often surprising causes, the critical warning signs that demand your attention, and, most crucially, the clear, manageable solutions that modern medicine so readily offers to help restore your peace of mind, bolster your confidence, and enhance your overall well-being. Before we delve into the specific intricacies of what transpires when seminal fluid appears to be absent, let us take a brief, more intuitive look at how this remarkable biological process typically functions. Imagine your body's reproductive system as a meticulously orchestrated symphony, with each component playing its vital part in perfect harmony. Your testicles are the diligent producers of sperm. The seminal vesicles then contribute the vast majority of the nourishing, nutrient-rich fluid that forms the bulk of the ejaculate. Subsequently, the prostate gland adds its own protective fluid, ensuring the viability of the sperm. This finely tuned mixture, this final biological cocktail, is then gathered and prepared for expulsion within the urethra. As the sensation of climax intensifies, a series of specific muscles engage in a powerful, rhythmic sequence of contractions designed to propel this fluid mixture forward and out of the body. It is a rapid and dynamic event, the culmination of delicate, synchronized timing involving intricate networks of nerves, glands, and muscles. Now, here lies a crucial distinction, gentlemen, one that is often overlooked. Climax and ejaculation, while frequently experienced as a singular event, are fundamentally distinct processes. Climax itself is the neurological sensation of intense pleasure, a phenomenon governed primarily by your brain and the vast network of your nervous system. Ejaculation, on the other hand, is the physical act of expelling the seminal fluid. For the majority of your adult lives, these two events occur seamlessly, appearing as one unified experience. However, it is vital to recognize that they are driven by separate, albeit interconnected, physiological mechanisms. Our primary focus today is on what is technically known as dry ejaculation. This is the precise term used when a man reaches the pinnacle of climax, experiences that characteristic and powerful surge of pleasure, but notices little to no seminal fluid being released. It is often described to me in the privacy of my office as an empty orgasm. This discrepancy between the expected physical outcome and the reality you are experiencing is understandably a source of worry, and I fully appreciate that. Throughout your life, you have invariably expected a tangible, physical sign to accompany this significant event. However, it is absolutely vital to understand this. Your capacity to experience pleasure can remain entirely intact, still governed by the sophisticated workings of your nerves and brain. The change you are observing is primarily primarily within the mechanical delivery system. This does not, in the very least, signify a loss of your virility. It simply means that a specific component of your body's complex plumbing has a particular, identifiable reason for this alteration. Before we embark on our countdown of the most common causes, I want to make a brief but important pause. If you are finding this information helpful and insightful, please do me a favor by hitting that like button. This simple action signals to YouTube that this video holds value and deserves wider reach. I also encourage you to subscribe to our channel to become a part of our ever-growing community. And if you feel inclined, please drop a comment below. Tell me, where in the world are you tuning in from? I genuinely cherish seeing this brotherhood of men supporting each other across continents and cultures. Now, let us systematically break down the 3 most prevalent causes of dry ejaculation. Understanding the why behind this phenomenon is unequivocally the first and most crucial step towards regaining a sense of control and well-being. 1. The gatekeeper is too relaxed. Retrograde ejaculation. The single most frequent cause of dry ejaculation is a condition known as retrograde ejaculation. To understand the biology, picture a small, muscular valve, essentially a gatekeeper, situated at the exit of your bladder. During the peak of climax, this valve is designed to clamp down with significant force, ensuring that the seminal fluid has only one designated pathway to travel, forward and out of the body. However, if this valve becomes too relaxed or fails to close properly, the seminal fluid, following the path of least resistance, flows backward into the bladder instead of exiting. You will still experience the full, intense pleasure of climax, but because the fluid does not egress, the sensation feels dry. A common and often non-alarming practical clue that this might be occurring is noticing that your urine appears cloudier immediately following intimate activity. This is because the seminal fluid is now mixing with your urine within the bladder. The practical causes for this valve's relaxation are varied. It frequently occurs after certain surgical procedures involving the prostate or bladder. While these procedures are often successful and medically necessary, they can, in some instances, affect the delicate nerves that are responsible for controlling this vital gate. Furthermore, retrograde ejaculation is a recognized side effect of specific medications, commonly prescribed to manage conditions such as high blood pressure or an enlarged prostate. These medications are designed to work on blood vessels, but they also possess the ability to relax that tiny, crucial muscle. I recall a particular patient, a man of great pride and accomplishment, who was deeply distressed following a successful prostate surgery. When he finally understood that the change was purely a mechanical alteration, akin to a traffic light being stuck in the open position, and that his desire and capacity to experience pleasure remained entirely unaffected, he experienced immense relief. 2. The plumbing is blocked. Duct obstruction. Our second major identifiable cause of dry ejaculation involves an obstruction within the ducts through which the seminal fluid normally passes. Biologically speaking, the seminal vesicles and other accessory glands continue to produce the seminal fluid at their usual rate. However, consider these small ducts as the essential delivery pipes of this fluid. If these pipes become blocked, the delivery vehicle, the seminal fluid, cannot pass through to its intended destination. Consequently, the volume of ejaculate drastically decreases or may disappear entirely, even though the production of the fluid itself remains unimpeded. The practical causes for these blockages can include scarring that may have been left behind by past infections, such as a severe or inadequately treated prostatitis. In rarer instances, small calcifications, akin to tiny kidney stones, can form within these ducts and obstruct the passage. The practical signs and symptoms associated with duct obstruction can often be quite subtle. However, some men report experiencing a new, mild discomfort in the pelvic region during climax. Others may have noticed a gradual progressive thickening and reduction in the abundance of their seminal fluid over an extended period. The exceptionally good news here is that many of these obstructions are amenable to treatment. Often, they can be cleared with medication aimed at managing inflammation, or, if necessary, through minimally invasive procedures designed to restore normal fluid flow. 3. The fuel is low, hormonal factors. The third significant area that warrants investigation when experiencing dry ejaculation pertains to hormonal factors, with a particular emphasis on low testosterone levels. Biologically, testosterone serves as the primary fuel for the male reproductive system. It is not merely responsible for regulating sexual desire and sperm production. It is absolutely crucial for the optimal functioning of the prostate and seminal vesicles, the very glands that contribute the bulk of the seminal fluid. When testosterone levels begin to drop significantly, the entire reproductive system tends to slow down its operations. The emotional and physical impact of this can be multifaceted. Initially, you might simply notice a reduction in the volume of seminal fluid. However, over time, this deficiency can manifest as a decrease in libido, a diminished firmness of erections, and a generally less intense sensation experienced during climax. On a broader, more systemic level, men experiencing low testosterone often report increased fatigue, noticeable mood changes, and a loss of muscle mass. The practical solution for this particular cause is often quite effective. This condition is frequently referred to as hypogonadism, a treatable hormonal deficiency. If a simple blood test confirms a deficiency, carefully managed hormone replacement therapy can often restore not only improved seminal fluid production, but also a resurgence of energy, renewed desire, and an overall enhancement in the quality of life. It is a significant mistake to simply dismiss these symptoms as an inevitable consequence of aging. While it is true that in the vast majority of cases, these identified causes are manageable and treatable, as your physician, it is my professional responsibility to also address the critical exceptions. Dry ejaculation can, on occasion, serve as a red flag, indicating a more serious underlying medical condition. This is precisely why paying close attention to any accompanying symptoms is of paramount importance. When to see me immediately. If dry ejaculation appears suddenly and without any discernible explanation, especially if it is accompanied by significant pain, the presence of blood in your urine or seminal fluid, a fever, or a noticeable loss of sensation in the genital area, please do not hesitate or delay. These are urgent signals that necessitate immediate and thorough urological evaluation. Certain neurological diseases, such as Parkinson's disease or poorly controlled, long-standing diabetes, can interfere with the intricate nerve signals governing ejaculation. In very rare circumstances, specific urological cancers can also impact the body's plumbing or the nerve pathways involved. The emotional impact is real. Beyond the purely physical aspects, we simply cannot afford to ignore the profound emotional toll that dry ejaculation can exact. Many men inextricably link the presence of seminal fluid with their sexual performance and their very sense of virility. When this physical manifestation disappears, feelings of inadequacy, pervasive anxiety, and deep-seated frustration can begin to take root. It is not uncommon for men experiencing this to begin actively avoiding intimacy, driven by a fear of being judged or a feeling of being somehow incomplete. The emotional reassurance. The most significant and empowering step in breaking this potentially debilitating cycle is through informed understanding and open communication. Recognizing that this is a physiological change, not a personal failure, can lift an enormous and unwarranted burden. Your ability to experience pleasure, to achieve and maintain erections, and to enjoy deep, meaningful connection do not solely or even primarily depend on the presence of seminal fluid. Your intimate life can, and indeed should, remain a vibrant source of joy and fulfillment. To bring this important discussion to a close, I want to leave you with a clear, supportive, and actionable plan to help you regain control. 1. Don't ignore it. Investigate it. A sudden or progressively developing onset of dry ejaculation warrants a visit to a qualified urologist. Often, a straightforward medical history, a thorough physical examination, and perhaps a simple blood or urine test are all that is required for a clear and accurate diagnosis. 2. Control the underlying conditions. It is imperative to diligently manage chronic health conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, and elevated cholesterol. These conditions have a direct and significant impact on the vascular and nerve health that underpins the entire ejaculatory process. 3. Break the silence. Engage in open and honest conversations with your partner, and crucially, with your doctor. Voicing your concerns and articulating what you are experiencing can be incredibly liberating and is the essential first step in paving the way for effective solutions. Remember, professional support, whether it involves an adjustment to your current medications or a specific targeted treatment, represents your most potent tool for restoring confidence and well-being. In summary, gentlemen, the absence of seminal fluid during ejaculation is not an endpoint to your intimate life, nor is it a definitive verdict on diminished masculinity. It is, quite simply, a signal from your body that deserves to be heard, understood, and investigated with the expert guidance of a medical professional. Grasping the underlying cause, whether it stems from a mechanical issue, an obstruction, or a hormonal imbalance, is the fundamental cornerstone to finding lasting peace of mind. I have had the privilege of witnessing countless men regain their confidence, their vitality, and their profound joy in living after receiving a clear diagnosis and a well-defined action plan. Your vitality, ultimately, is not measured in milliliters of fluid, but in the robust state of your health, the richness of your well-being, and your innate capacity to live life fully and connect deeply with others. Do not permit doubt or the heavy weight of shame to impede your pursuit of answers. Acting proactively and in a timely manner can fundamentally transform your experience, restoring the security, intimacy, and connection you so rightfully deserve. If you have found genuine value in this message, please consider sharing it with a friend, a father, or a brother. This information has the power to truly shift perspectives and offer solace. I encourage you to leave a like to help this vital message reach more men, and please subscribe to the channel, ensuring you turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming content dedicated to men's vital health. Remember, your best years can still be ahead of you. Be proactive, be confident, and stay blessed. I am Dr. Narita, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.